Hello everyone, this is As Muhammad Khan and I welcome you with today's segment, that is Kingdom. Yes student, we have discussed about the types of kingdom. There are the 5 types of kingdom and today we will discuss about the kingdom Monera. It is the kingdom in which the bacteria come in this category, and bacteria are the sole members of Monera. And which type of cell the bacteria have? They have the prokaryotic cell. That's why we can say that all the prokaryotes generally come in the category of Monera. So we can say that the Monera is the group of bacteria, and they have the cell wall, means the living organism or the bacteria that come in this category. They have the cell wall, and their cell wall is made up of polysaccharides and amino acid, and they are also known as prokaryotes. Why they are known as prokaryotes? Because their nuclear material is found in scattered form, and that scattered form nucleus is known as nucleoid. So it is about their particular structure. Now we come on the types of bacteria. According to the shape and structure, we can categorize the bacteria according to the 4 parts. First is spherical bacteria. And spherical bacteria have the round shape. This type of shape they have, and they are also known as coccus or cocci. Means the bacteria that have the spherical shape are known as coccus. Like this, there is one bacteria is found in our mouth that converts the carbohydrate into acid. And what is the name of that bacteria? The name of that bacteria is Streptococcus. And that Streptococcus converts the carbohydrate into acid. Like this, there is another bacteria that have the rod-shaped structure, and that rod-shaped structure, like this type of structure they have. And these rod-shaped bacteria are known as bacillus. Like there is one bacteria that turns the milk into curd, and what is the name of that bacteria? The name of that bacteria is lactobacillus. So lactobacillus come in this category. Next is coma-shaped bacteria, and these coma-shaped bacteria are known as Vibrio. And there is one bacteria that cause cholera, and the name of that bacteria is Vibrio coli, and that Vibrio coli cause the cholera. Like this, there is another bacteria. It has the Vibrio coli has the coma shaped structure, like this type of structure they have. Coma shaped structure they have. Spiral shaped structure means they have the spiral shape, like the spiral shape. This type of structure they have, and their shape, it is their shape. And in this they also have the flagella they have. Flagella help them in the movement, and this type of bacteria is known as spirillum. So it is the type of bacteria according to their shape. First is spherical shaped bacteria, second is rod shaped bacteria, third is coma shaped, fourth is spiral shaped, and spiral shaped bacteria are also known as spirillum bacteria. Now we come in the category of the bacteria according to their habitat. Bacteria are found everywhere. Student, they are found everywhere. But there are some bacteria are found in harsh habitat. Means they are found in snow, they are found in boiling water. So in harsh habitat they are also found. So those harsh habitat bacteria can be categorized according to their harsh habitat. Yes, students, there are some bacteria are found in extreme habitat or harsh habitat they are found. Means they are found in boiling water, they are found in marshy area, they are found in some hot springs or salty area they are found. So for this they have the special body design and special type of cell wall they have, and according to that habitat or harsh habitat they are categorized into three different groups. Like first group of the bacteria that is found in extreme salty area, means in the marine water that contains the more and more salt in it. In that water is also the bacteria are found, and those bacteria are known as halophiles. What we call them? Halophiles. So halophiles are found in the extreme salty area or in water or marine water they are found. Next is thermoacidophiles. Thermoacidophiles are found in hot springs, means they are found in hot water, means the water, when the water is boiled in some places where the earth thermosphere is near to that water, then that water starts the boiling. So in that particular water what is found, there is one particular bacteria or there is one particular group of living organism is found, and what we call them? We call them thermoacidophiles. Thermoacidophiles. Next group of some bacteria that is found in marshy area. Marshy area, and with that marshy area they are also found in the gut of some ruminant animals like cow, buffaloes. So in their alimentary canal there is one group of bacteria is found, and what we call that group of bacteria? We call them methanogens. Why do we call them methanogens? Because they degrade the organic substances and they release one gas, and that gas name is known as biogas. And what is chemical name of that biogas is methane. Methane. So methane gas is produced by methanogens bacteria, and that methane gas is also known as biogas, and the formula of methane is CH4. CH4. So this gas is produced by this bacteria. So the bacteria that are found in harsh habitat or hard habitat or extreme habitat, those bacteria are known as archaebacteria. Archaebacteria. So you will learn it. It is very important topic for exam point of view, especially about the NEET. There are the three types: halophiles, thermoacidophiles, methanogens. So these are the types of bacteria according to their harsh habitat. So student, we have discussed about the archaebacteria. Now we will discuss about the eubacteria. So with the help of this title, you can easily understand what are the eubacteria. Eu means true. Eu means true. Bacteria means the true bacteria are known as eubacteria. And what is special characteristic that they have? They have the rigid cell wall. Means their cell wall is not flexible, it is rigid. And with this, if they are motile, then what they have flagellum. Flagellum they have, means they have the thread like projection. With the help of that they do the movement. With this, they have the different mode of nutrition. Some have autotrophic mode of nutrition, some have the chemo mode of nutrition, and some have heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Like in this photosynthetic mode of nutrition or autotrophic mode of nutrition, they also have. In this, they have the colorful pigment, and the example of this type of bacteria is blue-green algae or cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is an example of photosynthetic eubacteria. Means they can make their own food. And in combination, they also have the symbiotic relationship, and they come in this category. Means they come in the category of eubacteria. Cyanobacteria is an example of photosynthetic bacteria because they can make their own food with the help of sunlight. Now the next is chemosynthetic. Chemosynthetic. Chemo means chemical. Means the bacteria that can make their food or that can get their ATP energy, ATP adenosine triphosphate energy with the help of chemicals like nitrates, nitrites, ammonia. So they oxidize these chemical substances and they get the ATP energy. And the example of this type of bacteria are Nostoc, Anabaena. Nostoc and Anabaena are the example of chemosynthetic eubacteria. So next bacteria is heterotrophic mode of nutrition having bacteria. And heterotrophic mode nutrition bacteria or the eubacteria are also known as cleaner or scavenger of environment. Means they work as cleaner or purifier or the scavenger of the environment. Many times you observe the biodegradable waste in your surrounding, but after some days those all biodegradable waste are vanished from that particular place. Why are they vanished? Because they are decomposed by heterotrophic mode of nutrition bacteria. Means those bacteria are decomposed those wastes. So they are also useful, but there are some bacteria cause us many diseases, especially cholera, tetanus. Cholera is caused by Vibrio coli and tetanus is caused by Mycobacterium tetani. Like this, there is another disease we have, that is TB. And that TB disease is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So all these bacteria cause us disease, and the group of bacteria that cause us disease are known as pathogens. So they are beneficial as well as they are also harmful for us. So it is about the bacteria's type according to the mode of nutrition. So again I am revising. Photosynthetic mode of nutrition is found in cyanobacteria. Chemosynthetic mode of nutrition is found Nostoc and Anabaena. Heterotrophic is found in Mycobacterium tetani and Vibrio coli. So these are the mode of nutrition in eubacteria. And what is special about the eubacteria? They have the rigid cell wall, means the amino acid they have but very less quantity they have. Generally what they have in their cell wall, they have only polysaccharides. So it is about the eubacteria, student. So student, now we will discuss about the reproduction in bacteria. There are all the three mode of reproduction are found in the bacteria, but most of the bacteria are reproduced by fission. And generally which type of fission they have binary fission, in which their body is divided into two equal parts, in which the nuclear material that is found in the form of nucleoid, that is also divided. So it is the main mode of reproduction that is found in the bacteria. And some bacteria are also reproduced by spore formation, means they release the spore. When a bacteria become mature, then they release the spores, and with the help of those spores the new bacteria is produced. With this, there are some bacteria, means some bacteria also have the sexual mode of reproduction, in which there is no gametes are formed, student. Gametes are not, students, in this mode of reproduction there is no gametes are formed. Only what thing takes place? The transfer of DNA takes place, means the DNA of one bacteria is passed to another bacteria, and there those both DNA, means both bacteria's DNA are fused, and with the help of that the new bacteria are produced. So the bacteria are also produced by sexual mode of reproduction. But mainly which mode of reproduction they have? Mainly they have fission, means most of the bacteria are reproduced by the fission only, student. Now there is another group of bacteria that is known as mycoplasma. What is about the mycoplasma, student? Mycoplasma bacteria does not have cell wall, means they don't have the cell wall. Due to that they have very small size if we compare it from other bacteria, and generally they also do the disease to the human, especially pneumonia. Pneumonia is caused by mycoplasma bacteria. So it is about the Monera group and the type of bacteria and mode of reproduction in bacteria. So now you will read this in your book and try to do all the questions that are related to this. Thank you very much and have a nice day.